Street Fighter 6 is finally out, and I want to analyze my ranked matches in every rank as I go from rookie to the highest rank that I can get to. I did this with MK11, and not only does it benefit me from watching playbacks of my own matches, what I learn will also benefit everyone who watches because I explain everything in detail. And that is my goal with these videos specifically. I'll analyze myself, but also my opponents if there's good info to be learned. Now keep in mind, I am not a Street Fighter pro. This is the first Street Fighter game I actually play quote-unquote seriously. But first, let's look at our daily meme. Now this meme also references another very popular meme in the Mortal Kombat community. It's one of the most iconic moments in Mortal Kombat 11 history where the streamer was playing the game and there was this like close-up shot of a character's butt and the guy was like, "Oh man, is that Frost? She kinda bad though." And then the camera panned up and it was Jax, and the look of surprise on that guy's face, it's amazing. So basically this is what it references, you know, Frost having a bit of a flat behind and Jax just having that badonk. So that was your Mortal Kombat piece of history. So one of my last fights to get from rookie to iron, which is the one I'll be talking about first, I fought a jury. So as you'll see in this fight, the person was doing a few things over and over. They were knocking me down, running away, and if I was close to them, they would wake up a special and continue to zone, and they would also do specials on block whenever they were close enough to me. I personally have always had trouble with this playstyle, and I'm not faulting the player at all. It's 100% on me to adapt to their playstyle and counter them. I just personally get frustrated when I can't get in and do what I want to do, and I have no patience for that. But as you'll see throughout this video, I was able to use Marissa's tools to my advantage to turn the tides of the fight. I would use her Gladius to punish. I would also use the stance to armor through her specials and counter her. And I would also punish the specials this jury player would do on block to eventually win the match. Now, forgive me, this is like my day one Marissa, and I wasn't using the most optimal combos, so don't roast me too hard. But when you're playing against someone who is frustrating to play against because they do the same thing over and over and it keeps getting you, you need to come up with a solution right away. Because being careless and getting mad will not help you defeat the opponent. You have to first analyze what they do, figure out what moves your character has that you can use against them, and then you have to obviously do it. It doesn't mean that you'll win or that you'll do it perfectly every time and that you'll punish them perfectly every time, but it's definitely a start and a very important skill to learn when you want to improve in fighting games. Especially when you're playing against other players, because sure, you might understand how a certain character is played, but everyone will play differently, and that is the unpredictable part of playing fighting games online, especially in ranked. People will do whatever they need to do to win, and if you're the one getting frustrated, then you're probably the one that's going to lose. So that is something that I have to really do the second that I see someone do some crap over and over again. If I start to get frustrated, I have to remind myself, alright, how do I counter this? How do I come up with a strategy to beat them? Now here's the things that I noticed about my opponents in the rookie rank. And I know this is a rank for beginners, I don't want to be too harsh, but there are some things that I noticed that I think can help a lot of beginners. So there is a definite lack of fundamentals. I would say the most important when learning fighting games and wanting to get better is to learn how to play neutral with the character you want to main. You need to figure out what strings or buttons advance your character forward so you can cover ground, catch your opponent off guard, or even punish specials that push them further away from you. You also need to learn which specials move you forward, like for example, Marissa's Superman punch can go over projectiles and it covers a lot of ground. It also has a huge hitbox and it's safe on block, or safe-ish on block, so I can pressure if I land in their face. I can also do what we call a micro walk back, so I can take a step back to pretend that I'm actually walking backwards, but then I use a string that advances my character to punish them and catch the opponent off guard. Whatever the case is for your main specifically, the best way to figure this stuff out is by playing other people, watching other people play your character, or also watching guides on YouTube, of course. That is the first important point I wanted to talk about. The second are combos, and I don't just mean like knowing how to do combos, knowing at least one combo for every situation that you will practice a lot. Not only will you have the muscle memory down, it'll prevent you from panicking and being able to properly punish the opponent. And it'll also prevent you from dropping it. You need to know a combo for punishes, you need to know a combo for drive impacts in mid-screen when it splashes against a wall, and you need to know combos in the corner. Muscle memory is an extremely important aspect of fighting games, and practicing combos on both sides of the screen, meaning your character is on the left and on the right, are a vital part of getting better. I know it's boring to go in practice mode and do the same combo over and over again, but it will pay off. I promise you that. This is the second thing I wanted to talk about. The third and final thing that I noticed is that a lot of people would throw specials on block, specials that are 100% negative and punishable on block. Now, if you notice in the fight I had with a Cammy who had the classic outfit, this person would do that a lot. And I get that it's a really good advancing move, it travels far, it can catch the opponent off guard, but if I block, which I did, it's easily punishable. And other than that, Cammy has some very good mix-ups with her hooligan combination. From the overhead she can do, the lows, and the grab. Like, you don't need to be doing a spiral arrow in neutral unless you're using the enhanced version so you can armor through a move. Like, let's say you want to beat Marissa's charge up Gladius. If you do a enhanced spiral arrow, you will be able to armor through it. So those are the common mistakes that people make in rookie rank when they're first learning a fighting game. So I hope that information in this video helped you. I know it definitely helped me to go over these and watch my match footage. Let me know what your experience has been in Street Fighter so far if you have played ranked. You can find me on Twitter at vslayer15. I also have a Discord. The link will be in the description of the video. And as always, I hope you have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.